The gym floor was slick under Jamal Carter's boots as he stumbled from a brutal kick to his back. The 42-year-old black janitor hit the ground hard, his mop skittering across the polished hardwood of Titan Pulse Academy. 20 elite students watched, frozen, as the mop bucket tipped, spilling dirty water over Jamal's legs. Ethan Blake, the gym's co-owner, loomed over him, sneering. If you spent less time gawking at real fighters and more time cleaning, this place might actually shine. His voice dripped with contempt as he stepped over Jamal like he was trash. Jamal pushed himself up, his soaked uniform clinging to his skin. His hands trembled, not from fear, but from a fire Ethan Blake had no idea he was igniting. The students shifted uneasily. Maria Lopez, the gym manager, averted her eyes, but Jamal's gaze burned with 20 years of buried skill, a truth that could unravel Ethan's world in seconds. Ethan kicked the bucket again, sending more water splashing across Jamal. There, now you've got a real mess to clean. Ever been so underestimated people forgot you might be dangerous? For 3 years, Jamal Carter had been invisible. Every evening at 6 p.m., he slipped into Titan Pulse Academy through the service entrance, pushing his janitor cart past gleaming equipment and motivational posters. The 8,000-square-foot facility in Phoenix's upscale Scottsdale district screamed wealth, floor-to-ceiling windows, chrome accents, and a professional-grade octagon ring. Ethan Blake, 35, owned a 30% stake in this empire, his reputation built on training tech moguls, athletes, and influencers. His social media flaunted knockouts and alpha mindset quotes, a throne for a man who never quite made it as a pro fighter but ruled the amateur scene. But Ethan's kingdom had a blind spot. Jamal cleaned with precision, wiping down machines and emptying bins while security footage played on lobby monitors. His sharp eyes caught every flawed technique, every coaching mistake Ethan's clients accepted as truth. What Ethan didn't know, Jamal had Golden Gloves trophies hidden in a storage unit, earned through 2 decades of boxing, military combat training, and mixed martial arts. Now, he mopped floors for $12 an hour to support his 16-year-old daughter, Aisha. Jamal's small apartment, a 15-minute drive from the gym, was where Aisha waited each night, her homework spread across their worn kitchen table. She no longer asked why her father took such a grueling job. Her mother's cancer bills had taught her survival trumped pride. Coach Alvarez, the gym's veteran trainer, noticed Jamal's instincts, how he adjusted his stance watching sparring sessions, how his hands formed a perfect guard while cleaning mirrors. Alvarez, with 25 years of coaching, knew muscle memory when he saw it. Maria Lopez kept Ethan's harassment complaints locked away. 3 minority staff had quit in 2 years, citing a toxic environment, but Jamal stayed. Aisha needed him to. He absorbed Ethan's daily insults like punches, standing tall through sheer grit. Ethan's top student, Ryan Carter, a 21-year-old wrestler, had talent but flawed defenses, gaps Ethan ignored because his own technique was shaky. Jamal watched Ethan teach incorrect footwork, sloppy combinations, and dangerous defensive habits. He wanted to speak up but knew crossing Ethan meant losing everything. In the quiet after midnight, when the gym was his, Jamal's reflection in the mirrors showed the fighter he once was. Sharp jabs cut through shadows, combinations flowing like poetry. Those moments reminded him he was dangerous, and Ethan Blake had no clue what was coming. Ryan Carter stumbled into Titan Pulse at 6:45 p.m., sporting a black eye and a bruised ego. He'd been submitted in the first round of an amateur tournament by a smaller fighter, using a basic rear-naked choke Ethan had taught him to defend poorly. "It's not your fault," Ethan barked, pacing before the mirrors. "Street fighters play dirty. They don't respect real technique like we teach here." Jamal, mopping nearby, gripped the handle tighter. He'd seen Ethan drill that flawed defense, chin up, arms wide, for months. Ethan ranted on, "These thugs learn in alleys, swinging wild. It's not real martial arts." Ryan nodded, buying the lie. Jamal's jaw clenched as he moved closer, pretending to clean the heavy bags. "Technique always beats brute force," Ethan declared, showing the same flawed choke defense. "Chin high, arms wide, that's proper form." "No," Jamal whispered, the word escaping before he could stop it. Ethan froze. "What did you say?" The gym went silent, all eyes on Jamal, Ryan, the students, Maria at the desk. He'd crossed a line. "Nothing, sir," Jamal muttered, returning to his mop. "No, please," Ethan sneered. "The janitor thinks he's a coach now? You think mopping floors qualifies you to train champions?" Jamal kept his eyes down, but Ethan closed in. "Did you just try to correct me?" The students circled like vultures. Ryan looked embarrassed. Maria reached for her phone, sensing trouble. "Answer me," Ethan demanded. Jamal met his gaze, calm but firm. "You're teaching him wrong. That defense will get him hurt." Murmurs rippled through the room. Ethan's face burned with rage, his authority challenged in front of paying clients. "Wrong?" he laughed, venom in his voice. 20 years of training, and you think you know better?" "I know keeping your chin up in a choke is suicide," Jamal said quietly. Ethan's humiliation was complete. His students' eyes questioned him. He needed to crush this threat. "Fine, show us your expert technique." He pointed at the heavy bag. "Demonstrate for the class." Jamal shook his head. "I just clean here." "I'm ordering you," Ethan snapped, "unless you're admitting you're full of it." It was a trap. Refuse and look weak, comply and reveal himself. Jamal glanced at Ryan's confusion, Maria's worry, the students' phones. He dropped the mop and stepped to the bag. What happened next changed everything. Jamal's first combination was liquid fire, a jab, cross, hook that snapped the 100-pound bag back 3 feet. The chain groaned. His footwork was flawless, his form a masterclass. The second combination nearly tore the bag from its mount. Silence gripped the gym. Ethan's jaw dropped. Ryan's eyes widened, recognizing real skill. Jamal stepped back, regretting his choice. "Don't ever disrespect me in my gym again," Ethan hissed, his voice trembling, "or you're done." But the damage was done. The students had seen the truth. The janitor outshone their coach. Ethan spent that night digging into Jamal Carter's past, uncovering boxing records, military service, and old articles about a Golden Gloves champion who looked just like his janitor. Instead of backing off, Ethan's ego demanded destruction. Week 1 was relentless humiliation. Ethan scheduled emergency cleanings during peak hours, forcing Jamal to mop around sparring sessions. Students sweat and blood-dirtied floors he'd just cleaned, Ethan smirking as he pointed out flaws. "Careful, boy," he'd say loudly, the word cutting deep. Maria watched, documenting silently, hoping she'd never need her notes. Jamal endured for Aisha, her school supplies, their rent. Pride was a luxury he couldn't afford. Ethan wasn't satisfied. He inspected Jamal's work daily, finding fault in spotless surfaces. "This mirror's streaky," he'd say, forcing Jamal to re-clean while he watched. The ritual was daily degradation. Week 2 turned psychological. Ethan shared Jamal's old boxing articles with his inner circle, spinning a tale of a washed-up dreamer. "Our janitor thought he was a fighter," he mocked during a session, loud enough for Jamal to hear. "Look where that got him." Ryan shifted uncomfortably, noticing Jamal's instinctive guard positions while cleaning. Ethan's social media grew vicious. Posts featured Jamal cleaning in the background, captioned with jabs about knowing your place. His followers lapped it up, sharing memes about delusional janitors. Ethan's attacks escalated, kicking equipment into Jamal's path, timing loud sessions to disrupt his work, encouraging students to mock him. Week 3 pushed Jamal to the edge. "Hold pads for me," Ethan ordered during a packed session. Jamal hesitated. "I'm not trained for that, sir." "You seemed confident last week," Ethan taunted. "Hold the pads." 20 students watched as Jamal reluctantly picked up the focus mitts. Ethan started light, then hit harder, testing Jamal's limits. "See how I target angles?" he said, his strikes grazing Jamal's arms and shoulders. An accidental shot hit Jamal's old military injury, pain flaring down his arm. Jamal dropped the pads, his fist clenching before he forced it open. "Walk away like always," Ethan called. "At least you know your place." Ethan's final move was a viral video of Jamal's heavy bag demonstration captioned, "When the help thinks they can fight, you know your place, Jarjan Titan Pulse." It exploded online, drawing thousands of views and cruel comments. "Stick to mopping," one read. "Janitor dreams he's a champ," mocked another. Aisha found the video Sunday night crying as she read the racist comments. "Why don't you fight back, Dad?" she whispered. Jamal had no answer that wouldn't hurt her more. Coach Alvarez found Jamal in the supply closet Monday, head in his hands. "I saw the video," Alvarez said. "That man will destroy you unless you fight back." "I can't," Jamal said. "Aisha needs this job." "He's firing you anyway," Alvarez replied. "I heard him tell Maria he's interviewing replacements." Jamal's eyes lifted, a spark igniting. At 2:17 a.m., alone in the gym, he stopped pretending. He unwrapped hidden hand wraps and faced the heavy bag. His punches were surgical: jab, cross, hook, uppercut, each hit shaking the bag. Alvarez, retrieving forgotten keys, watched through the glass doors, stunned by Jamal's championship-level skill. "How long?" Alvarez asked, stepping inside. "Golden Gloves 2003 to 2007, Jamal said, removing his wraps. "Military combatives 8 years, MMA for 15. "Derek's been teaching garbage techniques for years," Alvarez said. "You've seen it. He's planning to fire you and ruin your name, but we can turn this around." "How?" "Challenge him publicly," Alvarez said. "Fighter to fighter in the ring. His ego won't let him refuse." Alvarez showed Ethan's latest post mocking Jamal. "Comment on this, call him out, make it about respect. He'll have to fight or look weak." At 3:47 a.m., Jamal posted, "Want to settle this like men? I challenge you to face me in the ring. Winner stays, loser leaves Titan Pulse. Unless you're scared. Jamal Carter." By morning, the comment had hundreds of likes. Ethan's followers tagged him, demanding a response. His silence looked like cowardice. By Tuesday, the gym buzzed with excitement. Local MMA forums and betting sites hyped the Janitor versus Coach fight. Ethan, cornered, announced, "Friday night after hours, I'll give him his shot to embarrass himself." The gym became a coliseum. Over 200 spectators reserved spots. Ethan trained furiously, confident he'd crush a has-been. Jamal trained in secret with Alvarez, his skills sharper than ever. Friday night, phones live-streamed to thousands. Ethan shadowboxed for the cameras, talking trash. Jamal entered quietly, in simple shorts, his focus absolute. Maria refereed. 3 3-minute rounds or until someone can't continue. Keep it clean." Ethan rushed Jamal at the bell, throwing wild haymakers. Jamal slipped each one with minimal movement, making Ethan look clumsy. The crowd expected violence, but Jamal delivered a clinic, dodging and blocking with mastery. He threw 3 light jabs, snapping Ethan's head back, a reminder he was outclassed. Round 2 saw Ethan try tactics, but his technique crumbled. Jamal's combinations, jab, cross, body hook, uppercut, were precise, not to harm, but to teach. Ethan's mouthguard flew from an uppercut. The crowd roared, phones capturing every second. Round 3 barely began. Ethan, desperate, threw a wild right cross. Jamal stepped inside, landing a perfect hook to Ethan's jaw. The crack echoed like a gunshot. Ethan collapsed, unconscious before he hit the mat. Silence fell, broken only by phones recording. Jamal knelt, checking Ethan's pulse with combat medic precision. "You okay?" he asked as Ethan stirred. The crowd erupted. Videos went viral. Justice for Jamal trending within hours. Ethan's reputation shattered as pros praised Jamal's technique and restraint. Ethan woke Saturday to a nightmare. The knockout video had millions of views, Injustice for Jamal trending globally. His sponsors dropped him, and Titan Pulse lost members. He called his lawyer Victor Grant, demanding assault charges. "I was ambushed," Ethan claimed, crafting a victim narrative. Tuesday, police arrested Jamal at his apartment as Aisha watched, heartbroken. Ethan, jaw wrapped in gauze, played the victim on local news, claiming Jamal attacked him unprovoked during a training exercise. Edited footage showed only Jamal's punch, omitting Ethan's abuse. Public opinion shifted, with Justice for Ethan posts and comments calling Jamal a violent thug. Jamal's public defender, Lisa Tran, faced a tough case. Ethan's team sought felony assault charges, citing his combat training as proof of intent. Maria's complaints and Alvarez's recordings were suppressed by gym ownership, fearing liability. Ethan's GoFundMe raised $50,000, his victim story gaining traction. Aisha, devastated, posted TikTok videos defending her father, showing his trophies, military awards, and volunteer work. Her first video hit 3 million views, humanizing Jamal. "My dad took that job for me," she said. "Ethan tortured him for 3 years and no one helped." Alvarez, risking his job, uploaded 17 minutes of audio exposing Ethan's slurs and threats. The evidence went viral, reigniting justice for Jamal. Ethan, cornered, prepared a final move. The trial was a media circus. Ethan's lawyer, Grant, painted Jamal as a dangerous fighter who hid his skills to attack an unsuspecting amateur. Ethan, in a neck brace, claimed he feared for his life. Lisa Tran, backed by pro bono civil rights lawyers, dismantled his story with Alvarez's recordings and Maria's testimony about Ethan's harassment. On the stand, Jamal recounted 3 years of abuse with quiet dignity. "I took it for Aisha," he said. "She needed me to keep that job." Ethan snapped, shouting, "You wanted to humiliate me!" His racist outburst shocked the courtroom, destroying his credibility. The jury deliberated for 47 minutes. "Not guilty," the foreman declared. Judge Elaine Torres ordered Ethan to pay Jamal $75,000 for legal fees and distress. The Arizona Athletic Commission revoked Ethan's credentials, and Titan Pulse distanced itself from him. Job offers poured in for Jamal, but he opened Rise Above Defense Academy with his settlement and donations, offering affordable self-defense and warrior ethics. Aisha managed its social media, her videos of Jamal's teaching going viral. Alvarez joined as a partner, and Ryan enrolled, learning proper technique. Ethan faded, working a low-wage job in Nevada, facing lawsuits from former staff. Rise Above grew into a movement, its anti-bullying programs adopted by schools. The International MMA Federation created an award in Jamal's name. Aisha, accepted to Harvard Law, wrote a viral thesis on social media justice. A year later, Rise Above's 6,000-square-foot Phoenix facility buzzed with diverse students learning respect and defense. Jamal, cleaning his own floors, smiled. The heavy bag that betrayed his secret hung with a plaque. "The most dangerous person is the one everyone underestimates." Rise Above's mission, in Jamal's handwriting, adorned the wall. "We teach fighting, so you'll never have to fight. We build strength to protect, not dominate. Respect is earned by giving respect. This is the warrior way."